Welcome back to the Deep Dive, where we help you unlock those hidden depths of your reading list. Today, we're diving into the emotional roller coaster that is One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid. You've shared some fascinating excerpts highlighting Emma's relationships with Jessie Marie and Sam. I'm eager to explore how these connections shape her journey. Before we unpack the layers, tell us what initially sparked your interest in this book, and what are you hoping to uncover together?
What's captivating about One True Loves is how seemingly ordinary details hint at the complex inner lives of the characters. For instance, both Emma and Marie, despite their contrasting personalities, end up falling for the captain of the swim team. This parallel suggests a deeper, perhaps subconscious connection between the sisters, hinting at a shared desire for a certain type of validation, or a yearning for similar experiences.
It's fascinating, isn't it? You've highlighted excerpts about Emma's evolving style throughout the book. Could her wardrobe choices reflect something beyond mere fashion trends?
Absolutely. Clothing often acts as a visual language expressing a character's inner state. In One True Loves, Emma's style becomes a powerful reflection of her self-discovery. Remember that early description of her obsessing over the perfect pair of jeans as a teenager? It speaks to a youthful desire to fit in, to conform. Later, when she's rebuilding her life with Sam, we see her gravitating towards practical, comfortable clothes, jeans, and t-shirts, signifying her focus on stability and functionality. However, on their first date, she chooses a flowing red dress. This shift towards a more romantic and feminine aesthetic suggests a willingness to embrace vulnerability and open herself to love again.
You raise a great point. There's a real sense of intentionality behind her clothing choices. Now, Jessie's resilience after being stranded for years is remarkable. How realistically does the book portray his recovery, both physically and emotionally?
While the book delves into the extraordinary circumstances of Jesse's survival, it doesn't shy away from the impact of trauma. His missing finger serves as a poignant reminder of his ordeal, a constant physical manifestation of the hardships he endured. He might joke about it, but it subtly underscores a deep, unspoken pain. His journey back to normalcy emphasizes the long road to healing, the strength of the human spirit to endure unimaginable hardship, and the persistent flicker of hope that keeps us going even in the darkest of times.
His journey certainly makes you question the limits of human resilience. Moving on, you've highlighted sections focusing on Emma's food choices. From meticulously portioned salads to those impulsive late-night burger cravings, it feels like her relationship with food holds a deeper meaning. What insights can we glean from these seemingly mundane details?
Food can be a powerful symbol in literature, often reflecting a character's inner conflicts and desires. In Emma's case, her careful meal planning and portion control suggest a yearning for order and stability amidst the emotional turmoil of her life. This desire for control likely stems from the sudden and traumatic loss of Jessie, an event that ripped away the very foundation of her world. It's as if by meticulously dictating her food intake, she's attempting to regain a sense of agency in a life that feels increasingly chaotic. However, those late-night burger indulgences hint at a rebellion against this self-imposed rigidity, a yearning to break free from the constraints she's placed upon herself.
It's a fascinating contrast, this struggle between control and surrender. Another recurring element you've marked is the bookstore, a place that seems to hold a significant weight in Emma's life, both as a family legacy and a personal anchor. What is it about the bookstore that makes it such a pivotal setting?
The bookstore operates on multiple symbolic levels. On one hand, it represents continuity and connection to the past. Its dusty shelves, crammed with stories from generations past, embody a sense of permanence, a comforting familiarity that grounds Emma amidst the tumultuous changes in her life. It's a tangible link to her family history, a legacy she feels both drawn to and burdened by. On the other hand, the bookstore becomes a space of transformation, a catalyst for her own growth and evolution. Remember her initial reluctance to take over the family business. Over time, we see her embrace her role, even introducing modern elements like ebooks while still honoring the traditions established by her parents. This mirrors her personal journey as she navigates the delicate balance between honoring the past and forging her own path.
You've painted a vivid picture of the bookstore as a microcosm of Emma's internal struggles. It's where her past and present collide and where she ultimately begins to define her own future. Speaking of defining moments, you pointed to Emma's letter to Jessie as particularly significant. What makes this letter such a pivotal point in her emotional journey?
Emma's letter to Jessie isn't simply a message to a lost love. It's a powerful act of self-reflection, a declaration of her growth and evolving understanding of herself. It's a raw and honest outpouring of her grief, her lingering love for Jessie, and her acceptance that their paths have diverged. But beyond the emotional weight, the letter represents a deliberate choice. By putting her feelings into words, she's consciously breaking free from the past, acknowledging the impossibility of clinging to what was. It's a step towards closure, a recognition that healing and moving forward requires letting go, even if it's painful.
That letter is a testament to the emotional depth and complexity of Emma's character. It's a turning point, not just in her relationship with Jesse, but in her relationship with herself. You've also highlighted the scene where Jesse returns. It's not the fairy tale reunion one might expect. Why do you think their reunion doesn't erase the years and experiences that have reshaped them?
Jesse's return shatters the illusion of a seamless return to the past. Time, as we know, marches on, and both Jesse and Emma have been irrevocably altered by their experiences. Their reunion isn't a continuation of their love story, but a confrontation with the reality of their separate journeys. We see this reflected in the subtle details, like Jesse commenting on Emma's short hair. It's a superficial change, yet it symbolizes a deeper transformation that Francine, Jesse's mother, fails to recognize. This blindness to Emma's growth underscores how our perceptions are often clouded by our own expectations and desires.
Their reunion highlights the impossibility of truly going back. It's a poignant reminder that the past can't be replicated, only revisited with a new perspective. You've marked a few excerpts that focus on the complexities of Emma's relationships, particularly with Marie and Sam. How did these relationships influence her choices and shape her overall journey?
Emma's relationships are the crucibles in which her character is forged. With Marie, we see a fierce, often competitive, but ultimately unbreakable bond. Despite their contrasting personalities and occasional rivalries, they share a deep understanding of each other's vulnerabilities. This is evident in the scene where Marie finds Emma on the roof clinging to the impossible hope of Jesse's return. It's a raw and honest portrayal of grief and the complicated dynamics of sisterhood. Marie, despite her flaws, knows how to cut through Emma's delusions and offer a much-needed dose of reality.
It's a powerful reminder that sometimes the people who challenge us the most are the ones who know us best. Their relationship is a testament to the enduring power of family, particularly the unique bond between sisters. And then there's Sam, the man who stood by Emma during her darkest hours, offering a different kind of love, a love rooted in stability and support. How does the book portray the contrast between Jesse representing the past and Sam embodying the present?
The juxtaposition of Jesse and Sam highlights the conflicting forces pulling at Emma's heart. Jesse embodies the intensity of first love, the shared history, the what-ifs that linger in the aftermath of loss. He represents the idealized past, a time before tragedy reshaped their lives. Sam, on the other hand, is the anchor of her present, the steady presence that helped her rebuild her life. He represents stability, understanding, and a love that has weathered the storms of grief. Emma's internal struggle reflects the universal human experience of grappling with the past while navigating the complexities of the present.
It's a testament to the book's ability to capture the nuances of human emotions and the difficult choices we face when the past collides with the present. The book doesn't shy away from portraying the messy, uncomfortable aspects of these relationships. We see Emma grappling with her attraction to both Jesse and Sam, her feelings a tangled web of guilt, longing, and confusion. How does the book navigate these complex emotional terrains without offering easy answers or simplistic resolutions?
One of the strengths of One True Loves is its refusal to provide neat and tidy solutions to the complexities of love and loss. It acknowledges that human emotions are rarely straightforward and that navigating relationships, especially in the wake of trauma, is a messy and often unpredictable process. We see Emma making mistakes, succumbing to impulses, and wrestling with contradictory feelings. This honesty and vulnerability make her character relatable and her journey all the more compelling. The book doesn't judge her choices, but instead invites us to empathize with her struggles, recognizing that sometimes the path to healing involves stumbles and setbacks.
It's a refreshing approach to embrace the messiness of human emotions rather than offering idealized versions of love and relationships. Speaking of messy, we have to address that pivotal moment when Emma reveals to Jesse the extent of her denial, how she clung to the impossible hope of his return. It's a heart-wrenching scene exposing her raw vulnerability. Why do you think the author chose to include this particular revelation?
That scene on the rooftop where Emma confesses to searching for Jesse, believing he would somehow swim back to shore, is a pivotal moment of truth. It exposes the depth of her love for Jesse and the lengths to which she went to shield herself from the pain of his loss. It reveals the power of denial, the way we cling to even the most improbable scenarios as a way to protect ourselves from the overwhelming reality of grief. It's a testament to the human capacity for self-deception, the way we construct narratives to make sense of the unthinkable. But it's also a necessary step towards healing. By acknowledging the truth, however painful it may be, Emma begins to break free from the shackles of denial and embrace the possibility of moving forward.
It's a powerful reminder that healing often requires confronting the painful truths we've been avoiding. And in this case, Marie plays a crucial role in forcing Emma to face that reality. She doesn't sugarcoat the situation, offering instead a dose of tough love that ultimately helps Emma break free from her self-imposed delusions.
Exactly. Marie's intervention, while harsh, is an act of love. It's the kind of love that demands honesty even when it hurts. It's a recognition that sometimes true compassion lies in pushing someone towards the truth, even if it's uncomfortable. The scene underscores the complexities of their sisterly bond, a relationship characterized by both rivalry and unwavering support.
It's a reminder that sometimes the people who love us most are the ones who are willing to challenge us to hold up a mirror to our blind spots, even if it's painful. Now, we've talked about Jesse's return and the complicated dynamics it creates. But what about Sam? He returns as well, and it's not the confrontation we might anticipate. How does the author subvert our expectations with Sam's return, turning what could have been a dramatic showdown into a moment of profound empathy and understanding?
Sam's return is a masterclass in subverting expectations. We anticipate jealousy, anger, perhaps even a dramatic confrontation. Instead, we witness a profound act of empathy and self-awareness. Sam, upon seeing Jesse and Emma together, recognizes the depth of their shared history, the enduring power of their bond. His reaction isn't one of bitterness or resentment, but of understanding. He acknowledges the complexities of love, the fact that sometimes loving someone means letting them go, even if it breaks your heart.
His response is a testament to his maturity and emotional intelligence. It's a rare and beautiful thing to witness such selflessness in the face of heartbreak, and speaks to the book's overall message about the different forms love can take, the way it can transcend romantic boundaries and encompass empathy, understanding, and selflessness.
Absolutely. The book challenges our conventional notions of love, reminding us that it's not always about possession or exclusivity. Sometimes the greatest act of love is letting go, recognizing that someone else's happiness might not align with our own desires.
Sam's words, I love her. I love her so much I can't see straight. But it doesn't change how I felt about you or how thankful I am to have loved you once. Encapsulate the complex tapestry of emotions woven throughout this story. It's a reminder that love can exist in multiple forms, that past loves don't diminish the present, and that the heart has an incredible capacity for both joy and sorrow.
Those words resonate with a profound truth about the human experience. Love in all its forms leaves an indelible mark on our souls. It shapes us, changes us, and ultimately enriches our lives, even if those loves don't last forever. The book challenges us to embrace the complexities of love, the joy and the pain, the triumphs and the heartbreaks, recognizing that every love story, even those that end, contributes to the tapestry of our lives.
It's a beautiful sentiment, and one that resonates deeply with the overall themes of the book. One True Loves encourages us to expand our understanding of love, to recognize its multifaceted nature, and to acknowledge the impact it has on our lives, regardless of its duration. You've also marked several passages that delve into Emma's evolving relationship with her parents. It's a subtle subplot, yet it speaks volumes about family dynamics, legacy, and finding your own path. What insights can we gain from observing Emma's interactions with her parents?
Emma's relationship with her parents adds another layer of complexity to her journey. We see her initially struggling to live up to their expectations, feeling burdened by the weight of their legacy. The bookstore in this context becomes a symbol of that legacy, a tangible reminder of the path her parents expect her to follow. However, as Emma grows into her role, she begins to assert her own vision-making changes while still respecting the traditions that define the bookstore's identity. This delicate balance reflects her personal growth, her journey towards finding her own voice within the context of her family history.
It's a relatable struggle, this balancing act, between honoring the past and embracing the future, particularly within the context of family expectations. We see this tension play out in various ways, from Emma's decision to introduce e-books to her parents' eventual acceptance of her unique approach to running the bookstore. It's a testament to the book's ability to capture the nuanced dynamics of family relationships, the push and pull between tradition and innovation, and the importance of finding your own path while acknowledging the influences that have shaped you.
Exactly. The book reminds us that family relationships are rarely static. They evolve, shift, and require constant negotiation. We see Emma and her parents navigating these shifts, learning to communicate more openly, and ultimately finding a new equilibrium that honors both their shared history and their individual paths. It's a heartening portrayal of family dynamics, highlighting the power of open communication, compromise, and the evolving nature of love and support within a family unit.
It's a reminder that growth often happens in unexpected ways, and that even the most well-established relationships can evolve and adapt to accommodate individual growth and change. Now we've discussed the complexities of Emma's relationships, the emotional turmoil she endures, and her journey of self-discovery. But what about the ending? Without giving anything away, what makes Emma's final choice so significant?
Emma's final choice isn't about choosing one love over another. It's about choosing herself. It's a culmination of her journey throughout the book, a testament to her growth, self-awareness, and understanding of what truly matters. She makes a decision that aligns with her values, her needs, and her vision for the future. It's a choice that prioritizes her own well-being and recognizes that sometimes happiness requires making difficult decisions, even if it means letting go of something precious.
Her choice embodies the book's message of empowerment and self-discovery. It reminds us that we have the agency to shape our own destinies, to make choices that align with our authentic selves, even when those choices are difficult or unconventional. And the final scene, with its subtle hint of hope and possibility, leaves us with a sense of peace and the belief that new beginnings are always possible.
That final scene is a beautiful encapsulation of the book's message. It's a reminder that life is a journey full of unexpected twists and turns, heartbreaks, and triumphs. It encourages us to embrace the complexities, to navigate the challenges with resilience, and to remain open to the possibility of new love and new adventures and new beginnings, even when the past still holds a piece of our hearts.
It's a message that resonates deeply, leaving us with a sense of hope and the belief that even after loss and heartbreak, life can surprise us with unexpected joys and second chances. Now, for our listener who is diving into One True Loves, what's the one question we should leave them pondering as they embark on this emotional journey?
If you could ask Emma one question now, knowing everything she's been through, what would it be?
What a thought-provoking question to ponder. And to our listener, we highly recommend adding One True Loves by Taylor Jenkins Reid to your reading list. It's a captivating story that will stay with you long after you turn the final page. We've included a link in the show notes where you can purchase the book. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more deep dives into your favorite books. And if you enjoyed this episode, we'd love for you to share it with your fellow bookworms. Until next time, happy reading.